Next. Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Bruno.
Hi, I'm Hollis Silverman.
And today we're going to talk about empty nest syndrome. Empty nest syndrome is a period in life when the last child leaves the home for college or for marriage or just to get their own place, leaving a gap or a gaping hole in the family system. This hole is marked by feelings of sadness, depression, confusion, disorientation among the couple and among the individual parents, because now they need to renegotiate their roles with their children and renegotiate their roles with themselves, something that they've most likely not talked about prior to that last child leaving the home.
So back in the day, in the past, it was known that women had a loss of identity when experiencing empty nest syndrome. However, since women have entered, more so back into the workforce, we found that, men and women experience empty nest syndrome more equally. It's more of an egalitarian, sense of, sense of a loss. Absolutely. So it's equal at this point in time that men and women experience it and still experience those feelings of depression and grief and sadness when their children leave the home for whatever reason it is.
So what happens at this point is that the family has to renegotiate, again, those social roles. And unfortunately, about 20% of the time, parents will divorce during this period of time because it's been 20 years. They look over to their spouse and they don't know that person in front of them, or because women have entered the workforce, a lot of times when the last child leaves the home and there has been no discussion about it, the parents, mother and father, wife and wife, whomever they are, go into their separate studies, continue to work on their vocations, and they forget what it is to be intimate with each other, or to have a dialogue outside of where are the kids, when are they coming home, who's grounded, when's dinner being done. So it's that next stage in life that leaves them quite scared and an uncharted territory. But it also can be a very exciting time in life if you talk about it and ahead of time, or even if you don't talk about it, but if you catch yourself and you're able to have a dialogue about it, about how your life is going to look at this stage at this stage, and what your relationship is going to look like with your children at this stage. So I want to empower you to push away or push aside the sadness of not having your children close to you, because closeness does not necessitate the quantity or quality of your experience with your children, especially as they become adults and you have grandchildren and so on and so forth.
And the really good news is that we have a lot of technology now, right? So we have Skype, we have FaceTime. There's so many outlets where, parents can keep in touch with their children and have adult conversations with them and keep in touch with them when they're in college, or if they get married and move away, or whatever the case may be. So if anything, this could be a whole new chapter of renegotiating roles, obviously with the parent and your child, but it can also mean that you can kind of treat them more like a friend. So it can be really exciting depending upon your perception. And as Dr. Bruno said, I would suggest also empowering yourself so that you can not go through, so much sadness, but look at it as, this is a new, exciting time in your life that you can share, different things with your kids that maybe you didn't get to share with them in the past.
Absolutely. Yeah, to bridge off that, you can take that technology as well as a couple, and it can be a galvanizing force for you not to stay still. I was just talking actually with a friend of mine, and he's going through this stage in his life, and he was telling me how they're talking about selling the house and becoming nomads, and going across the country or going abroad, and they only have the ability to do that because of social media. They, you know, he said, I can see them on Skype, I can see them on FaceTime, and if they need me, I can be anywhere in a moment's notice. You know, just give me 6 hours and I can be there. So
That's so exciting.
yeah, it's a brave new world. So, but you have to sit down. I beg of you to sit down before that last child leaves and talk about what your vision is. Don't get caught up on the loss. Renegotiate what instead of the loss, but what your life can be like in this stage, at this stage.
So more of like it's a gain in a
It's
sense.
a gain, exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening.
We hope to see you soon. I'm Hollis Silverman.
I'm Dr. Bruno.
Bye.
Bye.